Hello shoppers, Super Duper Guy back at it again with another weapon showcase. Today I'm just going to be bringing you a normal run-of-the-mill handmade. And I'm going to show you how you can be super duper without any of those super duper weapons. All it takes is just you being you and being super duper. So as you can see, we have a powerful automatic receiver, long barrel, true stock, quick mag, reflex suppressor, basically the standard stuff. And as for perk cards, you'll just basically see it's the same as normal. We got all of our commando stuff, we got our critical stuff, we got our stealth stuff. And without further ado, let's be super duper and kill all these super duper mutants. And as you can tell, we can still snipe them quite from afar. Stealth is overpowered and super duper broken. Our AP usage is pretty minimal with this, and the damage is quite super duper, as you can tell. And all we're doing is we're just jumping around like a ballerina because we're that super duper. Isn't that super? There's just something so satisfying about watching their heads pop off. Alright, let's go kill that turret. And there we go. And apparently there's one more. Uh-oh. I got stuck there for a second. That wasn't super duper at all. And as you can tell by that performance, we just wiped the floor with those super duper mutants. Alright, let's head to somewhere I guess a little bit tougher. Let's go see our friend Swan. And I believe he is located just south of Solomon's Pond. And as you can tell, with the latest change with the legendaries being additive and not multiplicative, you can honestly do massive amounts of damage with just your run-of-the-mill non-legendary weapons. So don't feel like you have to go out and spend all those caps for that, when you can be super duper with just your run-of-the-mill. Alright, let's go see our friend Swan. Is he awake? Oh, there he is. Well, hello there, Swan. How's it going? Alright, and now let's just fire at him. Look at all these super duper damage that we're doing here. All these crits and all that stealth, and just like that, dead. We were able to fire like an entire clip plus into him without running out of AP. And that just shows how super duper you can be. Alright, next up, let's just go to a Scorch Piece, I guess. Scorch Beasts are a lot more resilient, and you also suffer a lot of damage fall at the range, but regardless of all that, I'm pretty sure you can get away with just using your base weapon. Isn't that super duper? In fact, this one's going to be legendary, so we're going to have our work cut out for us because legendaries have higher damage resistance. But I'm pretty sure with our super duper damage, we'll have no problem whatever. Okay, now we're just going to let our AP recharge, and while we're doing that, we can just aim at the Scorched. Now some super duper lag, if I'd ever seen one. And as you can tell, it regenerated health because it's a legendary monster. Looks like we're taking some super duper damage, so we're going to pop a super duper stim pack. Also note, Super Duper don't supply stim packs, but I just like saying the word Super Duper. And look at that, we're just clearing the mobs with ease. And now that they're cleared out, let's go finish off this Scorch Beast, shall we? And just like that, we took down that Scorch Beast, no problemo whatsoever. Isn't that Super Duper? Just look at that ragdoll. It is wonderful. Even got a quad lever action from that. That's probably super duper as well. Might make it to a showcase later on. So let's finish off these mobs and let's go meet our Mirelurk Queen. And as you can tell by our performance, that was a legendary Scorch Beast, and we were able to handle it with no problem whatsoever. Now Mirelurk Kings are often more beefier and they do super duper damage, and Mirelurk Queens are literally the definition of a super duper sponge. But regardless of all that, I'm sure we're just gonna fly right through this. Alrighty, let's hop right in. Even from this distance, we have our concentrated fire, giving us the extra accuracy. Super duper. We got our first king. Alright, and the king is dead. Alrighty, and then we're just gonna go around here. Do we have a grenade to wake up the queen with? We do. Kinda like the Marler queen. It takes a lot to wake me up. Alright, that one's super duper far away. Let's just go take out this queen, shall we? Ahoy, queen! As you can tell, our stealth is quite super duper. She's even having a hard time looking at us. And all we're doing here is we're just relying on our stealth and our vat crits. And that just shows how super duper stealth and vats crits are. Even from this range, I'm still undetected from her. And as I said, isn't she just a super duper bullet sponge? Alright, she's already halfway dead. And then look at all those crits that we're getting on her. Quite super duper. And she's almost taken out. Let's pop another stim packaroo. We have 381 of those because we're super duper prepared. And look at that. Our quick hands activated. And she's dead. And just like that, you could be super duper just by being yourself and having your run-of-the-mill weapon. So don't go out there expecting that you need a junkies or explosive or even a bloody variant weapon to be super duper. You could be super duper just by being yourself. Alright, and this was Super Duper with another Super Duper guide, and hope you guys all have a super duper day. Bye now.